So yeah, welcome back to another episode of Anime vs. Reality. I'm joined by Bailey, aka Total Gamer Junkie.
AKA soon to be the mad scientist.
No.
I'm gonna create another YouTube channel just to spite you. That's all I'm gonna do. Video with the mad scientist.
I'm not even that popular. You're making a channel to spite someone that's not even that popular on YouTube.
Yes, I know, I'm that petty.
Can you redirect your pettiness to our notes for today? Because we're covering Your Line April.
Let me just... it's this one, right?
Yeah.
Let me get that.
Oh yeah, that's a bit much.
Even with glasses on, I still need the...
try the 125 size.
Yeah, well, that should be good. Alright, there we go.
There we go.
Alright, so you want to give everyone a quick update on what Your Line April is about?
No. This is one anime that I'm going to actually say, do not watch the podcast for until you've watched the anime.
Okay.
This anime is one of my favorites, alongside Darwin's Game.
Yeah, because it's been a while since I watched it because we finished Assassination Classroom. So my memory's going to be a bit fuzzy.
Yeah.
But,
and when you were doing the notes for Assassination Classroom, I was getting ahead on notes. So I had finished, I think I finished Your Line April before you even finished Assassination Classroom Season 2's notes.
When was the last time we did notes together? Like, of an anime? Maybe early last year or something, because we started doing it over Discord.
Yeah, well, we've done Assassination Classroom together.
Yeah, but I meant like in the same room.
No, a few of the Assassination Classroom episodes were us together.
I got brain fog.
It was the same time you said you wanted to complete the visual novel.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, we're getting distracted.
Alright, let's get to it.
Hello, Jam. Yeah, we've just started on the episode. Jam, have you seen Your Line April? Just as a question. I guess I'm not going to get a response. But yeah, if you haven't seen Your Line April, go watch it first, then...
I got one, I think.
Yeah, go watch the anime. But let's get into the episodes. Starting off with episode 1, which starts with our female character walking down the streets, enjoying I don't know what type of snack it is, just a general snack. When she looks down this a separate walking path, she sees a black cat with blue eyes, and she's chasing.
And any smart person, superstitious person would know, you go the opposite way.
Yeah, but no, she goes straight for this cat, and she follows it to a vending machine and looks under it, and the cat sneaks out.
Yeah, because you know it's like one of those things in horror movies where it's like, what are you doing? No, I wouldn't do that. But
yeah, and she's she's chasing it around the area and chases it to the park, and offers it the rest of her snack.
Yeah.
It's a really cute scene, I will say. Probably the cutest we'll get. Now to introduce our main male character, who was, when he was a kid, he performed at piano competitions and catching the amazement of other kids out there that got inspired. We sort of learn about these other kids that got inspiration from him throughout the anime. But nowadays, he listens to the diegetic music of the OP for the anime.
Yeah, which is kind of like a 4/4 break.
It's not as bad as what happened with Assassination Classroom in the dance club, though.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because that is a big legal breach of security, technically, in that, for that song, in that moment.
Yeah.
But this one is just like, oh, when you have the opening of an anime, it's like the universe, like the creators of that song is in that universe, essentially. That's how I view it, anyway. So yeah, he goes to Sumiya Junior High School. And on the school grounds, we got another character, Subaki Sawabe, who is the same girl that was amazed by main character's performance when he was a kid. Like, she had, like, the full-on, like, anime eyes. And she hits a baseball so hard that she breaks a window, nailing our main character, whose name is Kosei Arima, in the head. He's just out cold.
Yeah.
He got laid out by this baseball out of nowhere. Out of left
Too
field.
bad he didn't have Kurosami's reflexes.
What?
Remember, the guy tries to pitch at Kurosami?
Koro-sensei, you mean?
Koro-sensei, sorry. He tries to pitch a baseball
Yeah.
at him and he misses.
Well, no, Koro-sensei
Oh no,
catches
Koro-sensei
it.
catches it, but he quickly grabbed a mitt and catch it.
Like, Koro-sensei commends that idea in that moment.
Yeah.
So yeah, Kosei goes to, like, so yeah, he's hit in the head, and she's like, she's glad that it was him that he hit, or that she hit.
Yeah.
Like, hold on, she doesn't care if it's him that she hits,
Yeah.
but she freaks out when he goes to pick up a piece of glass barehanded,
Yeah.
and almost cutting his finger.
I mean, you could have given me internal, like,
Yeah,
you know, hemorrhage.
brain damage. Essentially brain damage. But nah. He's just got like a bruised ego and a bruised head.
The scariest thing with the brain has to be, what's it called? Brain aneurysm. It
Ugh.
can happen anywhere, anytime.
It could happen right now on stream.
Yeah, that's what makes it so terrifying.
Question is who?
Yeah. Oh, indeed. Tune in next time. Bye.
Dun, dun, dun. Like the music of like the we'll be right back.
Oh, yeah.
Dun, 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 dun.
That's a good one to be continued.
You wanna take some?
Alright, well, Ryota Watari. I like that name, Watari.
Ryota?
Yeah, Ryota, no, Watari.
Yeah. Well, it's pretty easy to call him Watari.
Wataru. Now, Watari snaps a picture of the two holding hands, calling them hubby and wife, causing them both to lose it on him. Both Tsubaki and Kase get yelled at by the vice principal for an hour.
If you see Kosei, just call him Arima. It's a lot easier to remember.
I'll call him K. Even though it's all Tsubaki's fault, as K points to Tsubaki, complains that it's because of how the school in the direction of where baseballs can go, but Ryota doesn't mind. He's all about the girl.
He's a bit of a horn dog, you could say.
And imagine this guy just getting belted with baseballs. He just keeps getting up. So what's your name? Da. Da. You live around here? Da. You like sport? Da. Let's see. K has to write 2 letters of apology, but he's used to having to deal with Tsubaki's antics, which includes busting a suspension bridge and being pushed off a 10-meter diving board. Ryota calls Kosei a nice guy, but tells him not to be too nice.
I don't remember writing busting a suspension bridge.
Because nice guys finish last, it's true. The moment Ryota gets a text message from Kiko, his third girlfriend, he's off to be with her.
Well, she is his girlfriend, but he's much more of a player.
Yeah. Allowing Tsubaki to comment on how shallow Ryota is emotionally. Like, and it's not like the anime where it's like all the girls like one protagonist and you can't decide. He's just like
Hensuki.
Yeah.
Except in Hensuki, they're all very disturbed, like perturbed.
Yeah.
Use the mouse to scroll it down a little bit.
Perplexed.
No, just like very inappropriate with the main character of that one. Tsubaki asks Kei if he has a crush on anyone, and that her friend Miwa said that when you're in love, everything looks colourful. Kei answers that no one would love him, goes near to scream about how they're 14. It's like, I'm glad I did research on this, which, because the age of 14 is no longer above the age of consent in Japan.
Yeah, it's like 17 now.
No, it got raised to 16 as of
16,
2023 in June 16th.
Surprisingly.
Surprisingly.
Because I know last I checked, the age of consent in Germany was 14.
Oh my gosh.
So I don't know if that's if they've raised the bar on
I
that
don't think in Germany they have.
Not anymore.
While letting go off at him for the lack of sparkle in his eyes, Kei notes that Tsubaki's eyes are sparkling, thinking everything looks colourful through them, unlike his. Very monotone, like the keys on the piano.
Yeah. Oh, you were thinking keys. Okay. I was thinking something else.
What were you thinking of?
Never mind. Let's just move on.
uh,
Kei's dad is still on a client's job for another month or two, but he's gotten used to living alone. Tsubaki suddenly gets a call from someone having to say she forgot to ask him today, but she will do it tomorrow. Kei returns home, kneeling and saying "Ohayou gozaimasu, o genki desu ka?" to his mum's shrine. The next day, during class, Kei reflects on what Tsubaki told him about Miwa's change on how things looked around her. However, to Kei, the world around him looks like it's all monotone, similar to music scores and keyboards. Back during that performance 3 years ago, Kei just lost his ability to play the piano.
yeah, we do get explanation on what happened in that situation further in. But once again, working on music scores while listening to the same song, Tsubaki sneaks up behind him and pelts him with a baseball. She just loves to hurt him.
Yeah, it's not because I like you or anything, baka.
Yeah, she's acting like a tsundere.
Yeah.
Much like that character from Nichiju. How she kept pulling out the much more dangerous weapons. And how she got to like the quad rocket launcher.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Nichiju. Was that the one where the girl she draws those pictures and
yes.
yeah, she loses it.
All the spin attacks.
Yeah, it's on the goat.
Just disappointed by his reaction, she grabs one of his earbuds, surprised to hear Goose House's newest song playing. Like, the fact that they dropped the name of the band in the anime just says a lot. Tsubaki asks if Kei has any plans for Saturday. Can you scroll it down?
Yeah.
Mentioning how a girl in the class asked her to introduce her to Watari, casually dropping how this girl plays classical instruments.
Classical.
Yeah, I just finished that paragraph. Yeah. Kei doesn't play the piano anymore, and yesterday when he was at the piano, he was working on transcribing music for karaoke businesses, so he could still use his music talent to make money, at least. To Tsubaki, it seems he's desperately clinging to that music talent, saying he was cooler when he played the piano. But playing the piano was never Kei's dream, it was his mother's, training him to become a world-class pianist from the moment he could play. Just when he had a European competition within his grasp, his abusive mother passed away, which was the cause of his breakdown during that performance.
I mean, she's abusive, you figure.
Yeah.
Wouldn't the song be like, ding dong, the witch is dead?
No, let's not bring Wizard of Oz into this. If you're gonna do that, you can take the next paragraph.
Alright.
Without.
Which was, there we go. Without the piano in Kei's life, all there is an ugly resonance. As his neighbor, Tsubaki is disappointed to not hear a music performance tonight to go with her shoyu senpai, soy sauce flavored crackers, outside the park. Kei is annoyed by Ryota and Tsubaki being late when he hears a heel and when he sees a heel and leggings hanging from a tree.
So the show Senbei, I realized what it was because of Ghostwire Tokyo. I was playing Ghostwire Tokyo. I got that type of cracker in the game, and I'm like, when I was doing the notes for Your Line April, I'm like, I recognize that. So I've gone into Ghostwire Tokyo just to get the name of it. I'm like,
I'm going in. Start another playthrough.
You want to take the next paragraph as well?
Yeah. Hearing someone playing, I gotta keep getting closer.
Metallica.
I love Metallica. An instrument that's part keyboard and part harmonica. Kei heads towards the sound and finds the same girl from the start of the episode playing A Morning of the Slag Ravine from Laputa, Castle in the Sky. Yeah, that was a good one, Laputa.
Yeah, it is a good one.
That main villain of it, who wanted the castle, that was voiced by Mark Hamill.
Really?
If I'm remembering correctly. I'll have to check it out after this.
I honestly think Laputa Castle in the Sky is the creator of SEO's inspiration.
Possibly.
Because SEO is a castle in the sky situation.
Yeah. Well, you know, it could have also been inspired by The Legend of Zelda, Skyward Sword.
Maybe it's a mix of the two.
Maybe. I loved, before I get back onto this, Spirit Tracks. That one was my favourite. On the DS.
I've actually never played a Zelda game.
Yeah.
I do want to play them though.
Because it's you don't need to play them in order because Link's is being reborn again and again.
No. The first, you gotta start, in the timeline.
Yeah, in the timeline, yeah, but the thing is, Link's always reborn. So when the game finishes and he's reborn, so is Zelda, and that's what the point is. He always has to protect her. Type situation. Timelines is complicated, but yeah, there's shooting cannons off that train. That was awesome. One of the little kids calls out that it has been
Has to be
bugle for pigeons to come, which is another reference to Laputa.
Yeah, just this moment is just a full-on Laputa reference.
She explains how it doesn't matter what instrument, a musical piece is just playing the song again with them and their instruments, taking a photo of the performance. Kei calls them the
Bremertown musicians. I'll be back in a moment. I want to go and grab the book.
Alright. Reference track, you going?
Yeah.
Alright, referencing the grim fairy tale of the same name. However, this photo just happens to be taken at the moment the wind blows, making Kei look like a creep. She attacks him with the melodica and a flute for the miraculous coincidence that happened and the fact he has her leggings. Tsubaki and Ryota walk in on the situation of her choking Kei with the flute, introducing her to Ryota as Kaori Miyazano.
So yeah, I actually have the Grimm Brothers fairy tale.
Yeah, I quite enjoy the Grimm's. Cool. For those of you who don't know, these were all the Disney movies, the animated ones, Snow White, Sleeping Beauty, Rapunzel.
In fact,
the Grimm brothers,
the main writer.
They came up with the stories, but the stories are a lot more darker than what comes out.
Yeah, but that's the Bremertown musicians.
That's cool. I remember one of them, Cinderella, actually, when the stepsisters were trying to put the slippers on.
To cut the heel.
Yeah, cut the heels, and there was one which
I think Into the Woods actually addresses that.
Yeah?
Yeah, cutting off the heel and stuff like that.
Yeah. And, I can't say it on here, but there's something else with Sleeping Beauty. With how she wakes up.
The prince.
And the prince finds her. I can't say it on here.
Oh.
I'll have to tell you after.
Okay.
But yeah, they're very interesting. I also like Wolf Among Us. You know that one?
Yeah.
Because it was a comic book series and then got turned
Yeah.
into a game.
But yeah, like with the Bremertown musicians, it focuses on 4 animals: a donkey, a hound, a cat, and a rooster. Just wanted to bring that up for this this anime, and like how the cat looks really old. They mentioned that the cat looks really old. Also, I don't want to mention the end of the story because it might actually be a bit of a spoiler for the anime. Actually, in a indirect way.
Yeah.
But you want to hold this?
Yeah. Alright, I'll just finish this.
Yeah, you just finished that paragraph.
Here we go.
Oh,
Kei
no,
gets introduced to Kaori as friend A, and she runs up to him to apologize for her earlier behavior. Kaori suddenly realizes that she's going to be late for her performance at Toa Hall. Announcing she's a violinist, Kei tries to pass on going to Toa Hall, but Kaori drags him along.
Just come on, man. He doesn't want to go. He doesn't have to go.
Alright, then we're on episode 2.
Yeah, we're on episode 2, where we're racing to Toa Hall for the performance. Because it's 3:20 p.m. It's like, oh, we're cutting it close here, aren't we?
Toba, is this place near Tobigawa?
No, this anime is actually inspired by Narima Ward in Tokyo.
Okay, I have no idea what this is. I know Tobigawa though.
No, but they have the animation studio in that region,
Yeah,
in that ward.
that's cool.
Along with a making of Harry Potter thing.
The Harry Potter.
I don't know, it's just a making of Harry Potter.
A sequel to Hogwarts Legacy? Sign me up.
Yeah,
Unless it's crap.
I don't know. Anyways. So yeah, entering the hall, Tsubaki is glad that they've made it. I'm going to see a lot of parents talking about the show schedule when their kids impressing the judges. It's just like Japan. I don't know how to describe it. It's just Japan, isn't it?
Yeah.
Kosei is overwhelmed from hearing all the chatter, reminding him of his mother. Rota notes how small the concert hall is, and Tsubaki states that the last time she was here was for Kei's last performance. Going to take some empty seats, people start recognizing Kei, and he gets upset with Tsubaki tricking him into coming. It's like, I did not want to be here, and you tricked me into coming.
Screw you guys. I'm out.
And everyone knows Kosei because he's essentially a celebrity.
Yeah.
Which is just it'd be annoying. The composition starts with a violinist and pianist. Don't take that out of context.
Yeah.
Pair playing Beethoven's Kreutzer Sonata No. 9, which Kosei recognizes immediately. Rota manages to fall asleep quickly before the second player even play, and Kosei is just a bit restless.
Reminds me of that scene with when he falls asleep. The SpongeBob's and SpongeBob and Patrick fighting into
Yeah.
well, it's good to be my friend. And Squidward goes to play the clarinet. Patrick's like, yeah. Like, Patrick, what? Oh wait.
And Kosei's restlessness is he's playing along with the pianist.
Yeah.
Tsubaki is also bored, but is still surprised by the turnout, and that's because it's a recently new competition with a unique approach to how it's done, with each violin being paired with a pianist. The player gets to play a recital on the Goneri violin owned by the sponsors. No, that's Tsubaki she's just absolutely clueless. hears a watch.
Yeah.
With the third violinist, Kosei catches a bad note played by him, knowing that he's off and wants him to succeed. His fingers playing the piano notes without him realizing it. He's just like on his leg. He's just like playing the notes of the piano.
Yeah. Like tapping fingers, but he's like
Yeah.
doing it.
Yeah. He's fast. He's able to keep pace with the music. The judges also note the strong start of the violinist and the moment he started flailing with the bow, except for Mr. Kazama saying the overall level was high, and one judge got interested after he started to mess up, because sometimes the perfect player is just shouldn't exist.
Yeah. Why not?
It takes the fun out of the performance.
Yeah, but if there's a perfect player, then the others are like, holy crap, I want to be like this guy.
No,
And I will train myself to be better.
yes, there is that, but it's also like perfect is not unique.
Yeah. No, special is not unique.
Can you scroll it a bit more? You want to take the next paragraph?
Sure, where were we?
It's the word next.
Was it with the
No,
third?
the one below.
The one below? Then why'd you say next? I'm looking
No,
at...
I said the word next because the sentence starts with next.
Oh, I thought you said next, then it's the next one down. Alright, there we go. Next to perform is Kaori getting Tsubaki and Ryota excited, and as she plays, everyone is mesmerized by the music and how different it is. The only person to be hating the music is Mr. Kazuma, because to him, the tempo and dynamics are all wrong.
It's like, you see, that's exactly what I'm talking about. It's like
They're perfectionists.
he has a perfection mindset,
Like-
but everyone else is enjoying it.
Yeah, like that South Park episode I was watching where Mr. Mackey's like, we gotta talk about tooth decay. And it's about dental hygiene, the preschoolers are doing it, and it's like, you're off tempo, what are you doing? And the parents like all enjoy it, and the teacher's like, you're all crap. But where was I? It's thanks to this performance that gets a standing ovation that Kei's eyes finally sparkle. Ultimately, as Kei states, Kaori is bound to not even place since this is a competition, not a recital. During the competition break, everyone is still talking about Kaori when two little girls approach her to give her flowers. Kaori already knows that she won't place, telling a member behind the competition not to worry, placing herself the opposite of Kei's mother. As she approaches the friends group, Ryota runs up to her and says how cute she was, but she asks Kei's opinion, and his analytical answer to her receiving flowers is good enough for her. The results are displayed, and the audience's choice for whom make it to round 2 is obvious. It's Kaori.
Yeah, she did really well. At school, Kei's mind is still on Beethoven's Gretzer Sonata 9 and Kaori's performance. Scaring Rota when he jolts up. He's like laying there and he's just like, what? Like full on like horror, like Michael Myers, like sit up.
Oh, when you said that.
Yeah, just the jolt.
I'd say it's more like, oh no, it wouldn't be like that.
What?
I was thinking, because I watched last night, M3 Gan.
What?
M3 Gan.
Oh, Megan.
Yeah, and she's in the woods and she rises up.
Oh, yeah.
That was a real girl, by the way, who did that.
Yeah, I know.
It's crazy. You ready for the second one?
There's a second one coming?
Coming out July this
Oh,
year. It was announced,
yes.
I think, yesterday or the day before. I'm like,
I wonder if they got the
yeah.
same
Same actor, yeah.
for
except-
Megan.
But it's because the child and the voice actor are two different people.
Yeah.
So it's the voice actor doing adult. Like, well, it's still the doll, but it's towards an adult now.
What?
Yeah, no, it's like they had.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, I'm so excited. But anyways, let's get back to this. We'll
Yeah.
talk about M3 GAN 2.0 later.
Yeah. With Kei's weird spacey behavior, Rota wonders if he's thinking about a girl he likes. Figuring it's Kaori. It's like, It's obvious, right? That Kay doesn't see a situation where he and Kaori are together because she likes Rota. It's like, bruh, you stupid. Rota shows he can give good advice about getting into a relationship, but not about keeping a relationship. Neglecting his current girlfriend. Oh boy. Drama on the Rota front, I guess. Kose's brain keeps replaying the refrain from Kaori's performance on repeat, and for him it scatters what his mother left behind. On his way home, he comes across Kaori, and he's surprised to learn she really is a student at his school. It's like, how did you not know, mate? Well, actually, he's had his head buried in the music notes in music and school books his entire life, hasn't he? Yeah. Kaori is wondering where Rota is, waiting to surprise him, and Kay covers for him, saying that he's still in practice when he actually left early to be with his girlfriend. Ooh, with the drama. But she insists on seeing the soccer team practice. Like, when she insists on that, Kosei is forced to make up an excuse for her not to go. She agrees with Kay, making him Rota's substitute for whatever she has going on. Can you roll a bit more?
I don't know why your mouse wheel isn't working.
Yeah, ignore it.
Wait.
It has its own mind. It has its own mind. Do not mess with the scroll wheel. Just take the notes for episode 3.
As Ryota's substitute, Kaori and Kei go to a cafe to have caramel waffles with apples and nuts, which she goes nuts over and takes pictures of.
Yeah, I tried to squeeze in some jokes.
Yeah. Yeah. While watching Kaori enjoy her food, the two little kids play Twinkle Twinkle Little Star
No,
on the piano
that's an actual song.
in the cafe.
You don't need to do quotation marks.
Oh, I was watching Austin Powers last night as well, so the quotation marks stuck on my mind. Kaori said it's a happy little piano, but Kei's overthinking brain says it's a sad piano.
Your phone's going off.
And that you shouldn't put a piano near water, but it has been decorated with fresh flowers. This is because if pianos are in high humidity spaces, they can absorb the moisture, causing the components to swell and the piano keys to become unseated. Kaori goes along with the kids when she interacts with them, making him think her mental age is low, but she's able to get back at him by saying he's good.
Well, no, he is good. That's the thing. He's really good at the piano.
But with Kay being a perfectionist, how is this other person good? That good means nothing to a perfectionist.
Yeah, Kay says he no longer plays piano, but Kaori kicks him in the leg and forces him to play for the little kids. It's just like, she is violent.
Yeah.
For probably the best. In the end. And getting into playing the piano, Kay shows off his skill a little bit before his mind finally catches up to it, and he's doing all this fancy finger work with the one hand, and then he just stops, and it's just like, oh, there is something going on. Leaving the cafe, Kaori wonders where Kosei got to and sees him with the same black cat she chased in episode 1. I don't know if it was exactly the same black cat, but it seems to be.
Yeah.
Kay reveals he used to have a black cat, just like the one he's interacting with. Kaori shows she knows more about Kay than he realized, but it's mostly the same stuff as everyone else, is winning performances and all that. Wondering why he stopped playing the piano, she's surprised to learn he can't hear the piano anymore. He can hear it at first, but the more he concentrates on his performance, the less he hears. So if he focused less, he'll do better.
That's weird.
I think you might have gone too far. Yeah, you've gone maybe a paragraph. Up a bit more. Yeah, there. You want to take the notes for messing it up?
Sure, why not? Instead of normal reaction, Kaori kicks him for not playing the piano, wondering why he never tried playing it with a stick in his mouth like Beethoven, or using his nose like Mozart.
So yeah, the using the nose thing, that was a performance that Mozart did. That
Yeah, he played with both hands and he'd also use his nose.
No, so it included the impossible note. So he was doing this performance, and there was a note that even his hands could not do. So he bent down and hit it with his nose.
Yeah, well, he was playing like...
But it was just like the one note.
Ah, it was one? Okay.
It was just the one note.
I thought it was like he was playing a song and he used his nose multiple times.
No, so it was like the impossible note, and he used his nose to hit the impossible note. That's the idea of it.
Alright. Kaori makes the sudden decision to make Kei his accompanist for pianist, whatever, potato, for the second round of the competition, despite what he just told her. Kei tries to run away from Kaori, only to get choked in the
clocked
in the back of the head by her shoe.
Are you okay, man?
Yes. She decides to play Introduction and Ronda Capriccio for the second round.
Capricioso?
Capricioso, potato. Capricioso, potato.
It's Italian.
And she wants him to take the sheet music for the piano, hence the ambush. Kaori talks to Tsubaki about getting Kei to be her accompanist, and she's all about it. During lunch, the PA system starts playing Saint
Saëns'
introduction and Rondo Capriccio on repeat, so Kei has to hear it in the music room. It's covered in copies of the sheet music, and even he finds copies of it taped to his workbook during class, and also exploding out of his locker. It's even gone so far as to be in his own bedroom, thanks to Tsubaki and his phone's wallpaper. Tsubaki even commits vehicular assault with a bicycle and battery by hitting him with a baseball, all while Introduction and Rondo Capriccio continues playing over the PA system.
You still got there.
Yeah.
I don't think I wrote that anymore, but it might be there.
Yeah.
I tried to keep the titles as accurate as possible for each one.
Yeah, Kaori at least has some empathy, asking if it's okay to force Kei into playing the piano with her, but she has Tsubaki here to bully him into it.
Oh no.
She plans to get Ryota to help out too because she wants Kei to play the piano that badly. Kaori figures that Tsubaki must like Kei too if she's going this far, just for him to play the piano. Tsubaki reveals she doesn't care if Kei plays or not. It's more about him quitting on his terms, not because he just can't play. Tsubaki gets off the bus while Kaori continues on to the next stop at Totsuhara University Hospital.
Why is she going to the hospital?
You tell me.
No, the anime will tell us.
Yeah. The second round of the preliminaries starts up, but Kaori is still at school, going to the roof to find Kei and drag him to the competition. Kaori goes off at him for using excuses to not play the piano, forcing him to remember that day again and how it feels like he's at the bottom of a dark sea. But Kaori says he has her this time, even if it's not a good performance. He has to play. Her crying in front of him finally convinces him to be her accompanist, and with Tsubaki and Ryota finding him, the four race to Toa Hall on bikes. Kay having to quickly study the sheet music on the way. Because there's a funny thing actually.
Yeah.
What was it like? I don't know if it was JoJo or something, but the old lady's like, "Can you two boys help us carry the coffin?" And they like break their arms. Like, "Oh no, I dislocated my
No, that's
shoulder."
Gintama.
Gintama, yeah, he's like, "I dislocated my shoulder." He's like, "I've broken my arm. We can't help you." So what if he did something like that? Oh, I can't play.
I am amazed that I know that's from Gintama because I saw that in a clip
That's a
in a
Gintama.
video. Okay, episode 4. We're finally gonna get to hear Kosei play for the first time in a few years in this timeline.
Alright.
Back in Kosei's childhood days, his mother made him study sheet music over and over and repeatedly play the same songs in order to perfect it. Even making him stay up late until he perfected it. This mother is a bad mother.
At least she wasn't whipping him.
All that forced practice isolated him from everyone else. He treated him like a machine. They called him the human metronome. Which, while sounding like a good superhero name, is not really a good name in the music world. Presently, the four make it to a hall with only Kosei smacking his head off the ground and having to quickly swap shoes with Rota. It's like he literally got flung off the bike, and he still goes onto the stage like perfectly fine. Luckily, Kaori and Kei are last, giving them time to get ready and practice, which mainly consists of Kei practicing on his book at the last second. Kaori gets so annoyed with Kei ignoring her, and she just goes bang right into his head
Headshot.
to get his attention and tells him to look up from the book and at her. She knows he can do it because of the last week the music has been playing and the sheet music always being in his view. He's basically been memorizing it without practicing. Right before they get onto stage, Kei says Kaori is freedom herself, but she corrects him, saying that music is freedom. The lone sitting judge finally takes an interest with Kaori taking the stage, but is surprised to see Kei being her accompanist. The performance starts off well when Kaori quickly sets the pace at her unique speed, leaving Kei to struggle. That struggle causes him to hallucinate his mum in the audience, and the notes vanishing from the sheet music, culminating in him losing the sound of the piano to the deep water. After pounding the keys in desperation of sound, Kei finally admits defeat to the piano and stops, knowing that if he keeps playing, he'll mess it up for her. Eventually, Kaori also stops playing, wanting him to keep playing, saying to do it again, and she's just like, again, and starts over from the very start. Her starting again and looking at her gives Kei the motivation to play again, and the memory of his mum tells him to be gentle on the keys, bringing out Kosei's music to the point he starts outshining Kaori. And the performance is enjoying seeing this, what is essentially a musical brawl. Now, since they're both soloists, they're not, Kei is not an accompanist. That's probably why she chose him. As more of a, the purpose of, musical battle than working together. At the end, Kei's musical space was transformed from the deep ocean into a field of cherry blossoms in his mind. In reality, everyone except for Mr. Kazama celebrated the performance, some calling for an encore. Suddenly, though, Kaori collapses from exhaustion. Which, that's not a good sign.
It's probably from getting too many blows to the head.
No, Kaori is the one that collapsed. Not
Okay.
not Kei. Not Kosei. Go on.
When they were younger, Tsubaki and Ryota tried to convince Kay to jump off. Was it
Doro.
Bridge? But when he mentions his lesson, Tsubaki drops him while on her shoulders, which makes him addicted to the thrill.
He's like, again! Everyone's just like, he's now addicted!
Yeah. Currently, the trio of friends visit Kaori at the exact moment she's getting a sponge bath from a nurse, upsetting her, and Tsubaki kicks the boys to make them forget.
And I love her reaction of like, now I can never get married!
What a shame.
Aww.
Kaori's in the hospital due to her dad being super worried after she fainted at the competition, getting her the usual checkups because she's anemic, a blood disorder that occurs when the blood is unable to carry enough oxygen from the body. Kefrel syndrome. Oh, it's funny that Mass Effect, the alien species, have their own version of that. Kefrel syndrome.
Could you grab the Kaori figurine, by the way?
Which one is it?
No, the blonde.
Yes.
The blonde. What? Yeah, it's I got a Kaori figurine a few years ago, in fact. I just wanted to show it off. It's really nice, isn't it?
Yeah, that's very, very nice indeed.
Wait, dude.
Oh,
We all do that once.
Yeah.
You don't need to do that.
Yeah, that was my one.
Okay, you can put it back then.
I'm just making,
If you're not good.
just making sure the attention to detail is accurate.
Oh my gosh.
She states it was because of having to chase around Kei all week, unleashing Tsubaki and Ryota on him in a fury of kicks, for somehow not knowing of this. Kaori asks if Kei has been playing the piano, which he answers no, seeing it as the only thing he has to offer. While Ryota is distracted, calling Kiki, Kei asks...
No, do you mean Keiko?
Keiko.
Keiko?
Keiko. Kiaiko. Cake.
Yeah, just call it cake,
distracted,
yeah.
calling cake. Kei asks Tsubaki if playing the piano is all he has to offer. She tells him he has a lot of good qualities, but can't think of anything distracting him, while for some peeking through the clouds.
She like punches him in the arm to look up.
Yeah, later on, Kei is reading a book when Ryota scares the life out of him over the shot he made in soccer, and wanting to see Kaori tomorrow at the hospital.
I don't think he ever retrieves that book that got tossed over the edge.
Yeah.
It's just that book gone.
Kei doesn't want to go see her, and with good reason. Though after messing up her competition, but Ryota says he should go either way.
And Roto goes back to his final... Yeah. Roto goes back to his final game of soccer, still pumped up from watching Kei and Kaori's performance. The rain starts pouring, and Kosei runs home to the piano, remembering how amazing the performance actually was and what Kaori said to him. That she won't forget even if she died. In the hospital, when no one is around, Kaori realizes she passed out again on that stage. Seems like she might not just be anemic. At Tsubaki's baseball game, she fumbles the ball when going to throw it to first base for the out, getting herself some ire from her teammates. She's just like messing up and all that. After the game, Tsubaki and her friend, now Kashiwagi, come across some little kids doing bridge jumping like Tsubaki used to. Now has noticed that Tsubaki has been acting weird the last few days, and that her eyes are cloudy. Saito, the former captain of Tsubaki's baseball team, runs into Nao and Tsubaki, and she separates to walk with him, thinking about how hot he is, unlike Kei. Oh no, he's hot.
SpongeBob. Picture him in his underwear. Oh no, he's hot.
When Tsubaki goes to leave Saito, he reveals he intended to run into her, to confess his feelings to her, but she turns it down. It's like, he's older, though. But, like, at least a year. Is that okay?
I don't know.
I mean, back then it would have been fine, yeah.
Yeah, back in the day.
back before 2016.
Yeah.
Back at school, Kei sees that Kaori is back and goes to approach her when Rota unintentionally beats him to the punch. On his way home, Kaori appears in front of him suddenly, waiting her gift for getting out of the hospital. It's like, you want a gift for getting better?
You want a cookie? You want a cookie for getting
You-
out of the hospital?
Only to slap him when he has nothing for her. When he says he'll do anything she wants, she tells him to enter a piano competition. The one thing he still can't do.
No, this is like we gotta watch what was that? It was this anime. I forget. I think it's on a list we're gonna watch.
It's not the
But-
Boku no Pico, I know that.
No, it's not on my list. Screw you.
I know that's not on the list, but we're covering that.
And
Hey, you never know, it might actually be fun.
no, it's traumatizing.
Have you seen it?
Oh, bits and pieces in high school when it came out. It's like,
Yeah.
ugh. But it's this night and the cautious hero.
Cautious Hero,
And,
yes.
and the chick goes to slap him, he just blocks and slaps her in the face. He's like, oh, and everyone's like, oh. That's what he needs to do, because she's just bullying him into doing this stuff. It's not like a regular
Sorry.
tsundere. It's like,
Sorry.
it's alright. It's not like she's a regular tsundere. She's just like deliberately.
Mean.
Yeah, it's not like personality trait or anything.
He says he threw away the precious sheet music, but she retorts that others have done that too, to just pick up the sheet music and create the most beautiful lie of all. To go all in with everything like jumping off a bridge. With that thought of how his music actually reached the crowd, Kersey joins in jumping in the river, but in the process loses his glasses. It's like, dude, how dumb are you to be wearing your glasses when jumping into water? You know what's gonna happen.
Unless they're prescription goggles.
No, but it'd be like if you jumped, you would lose your glasses as well, wouldn't you?
Yeah. I need to get these tightened actually.
And that's the end of episode 5, and that'll be the end of this podcast episode. Next time we'll be doing 6 through to 11, which is the halfway point.
Alright.
For Twitch, we're gonna be continuing on to the visual novel.
Are we?
Yes.
I don't know, man. Looking at that time, I might have to head off.
Really?
I never know.
You come here just for 1 hour?
Possibly.
Come on, man.
Nah, but doing the novel.
But for YouTube, links will be in the description to both of my channels, both of Bailey's channels, and to Twitch for you guys to go check out. Don't forget to subscribe to the notification bell so the next video comes out. A ding, a ding, a ding, a ding.
Dong dong.
Don't you dare.
Ding dong.
Okay.
Ching chong.
Anyway, I'm Crafter out, but for Twitch, we're going to the break screen.